Hello, guys. How y'all doing? We are getting ready to leave 2020 in the dust and head into 2021. And it's been quite the year. Zephyr, you made it. I know you set your alarm. That's amazing. Where's my bread? I want my fresh baked bread with melted butter on it. That is a little inside joke from the Alchemy group. We've been chatting all afternoon. Hi, Ran Blessing. Hey, all, I'm so glad I can catch an All Signs live. I mean, really live. Well, I'm glad to have you here, Ran. Um, and hi, Wise Mama Bear and Derek and Cormac. How y'all doing? Daniela, hey girl, how are you? All right, guys, so we're going to be doing your all signs. This is your first reading for the year of 2021. We're going to be looking into the first half of January, the 1st through the 15th. And before we get started, I just want to remind you guys that if you missed last night's podcast, please go check it out with the guys from the documentary 1,000 Pieces, which has whistleblowers such as John D'Souza, Kathy O'Brien, Robert Steele, and they did a great job last night. They gave some great information, but more so, I was really impressed with how grounded and spiritual their delivery was. There's some really good insight and things around, especially what the times are right now. There's a lot of fear, there's a lot of uncertainty. They gave some really good insight into all of that. So please go check that out if you haven't already. And of course, if you guys are still interested in attending our Starseed Technology class, our Portal 21 class, the Portal 21, the 1221 Portal was a big success. We had a ton of people in there, and we're holding them weekly. So if you want to catch another one, they're Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. If you can't make the actual class, there is a replay that will be sent out to you so you can watch on your own time and come and actually do the class. And we did one this week as well. Okay, guys, and links to join the class are in the description below. Guys, this is a general reading. This just take what applies. If it doesn't feel like it's fitting, it's not your reading. Don't make it fit. And if you guys need your own personal reading, you want to book something with me, whether it's live or just a recording, you can do that in the description below. And I love that your names are all like yellow and gold. It's kind of like a gold color on the live chat screen on the actual video right now. So that's kind of cool. So let's get into it. Water signs, you guys are first, all right? And we're going to be taking a look first into my the Unknown Wild Archetype deck to find out what is the main governing energy here for my water signs. Ooh, so much happening right now. And just when it comes to the big E word that everyone's talking about that we think is going to be a big day on January 6th. I have a feeling this is going to go into March, guys, according to like constitutional law. So don't look for this to end in the next week or a couple weeks. It's probably going to go into March. So just prepare for that. And it can go into March, no problem. All right, so without further ado, water signs, my Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Let's see what your overall energy is for the first half of January 2021. What do we need to know? What is the overarching energy or theme here of the reading for my water signs? Oh, lovely. You guys have the Mystic coming up. Look at that butterfly. Wow, transformation, opening up, lighting up. Okay, let's go into the deck here. The Seeker, the Light Worker, the Dreamer. Well, I think I got a few of you guys in the audience. The mystic is often misunderstood in our culture, depicted as a wandering or light-hearted daydreamer. Yet like Shiva, the true mystic plays a critical role in society, remaining fearlessly dedicated to the path of transformation. In order to save the earth from darkness, Shiva swallows the poison of the world and holds it in his throat, slowly transmuting the liquid into nectar. This is the work of the mystic. They do not fear darkness, but rather sit in the presence of it, harness the potential and latent energy behind it, and embed it with light. They are patient and prudent change makers, seeking growth above all else. Unanswerable questions are the mystic's lifeblood. The mystic revels in mystery, in the great riddle of life, dancing with the forces of light and dark upon its wings. So when you're in the light, it's the remover of darkness, visionary and ageless. So it looks like for my water signs, wow, some of you may be dealing with some darkness or trying to transmute some fears or energy that's around you. You may also be trying to put yourself out more in ways that you believe is helping humanity, helping this world. That's really interesting, but there's a deep need here where you feel dedicated to the path of transformation in some way, shape, or form. It could just be on an individual level, but you may be feeling this. I don't know if you guys are feeling this in your dreams, actually, when it talks about the dreamer. I know I'm going through that. I feel like I'm going into really low timelines on my dreams and doing some work down there that when I wake up, I'm so glad I'm not in that timeline. So let's take a look and get into your tarot, your past, your present, and your future. Hey, 1 foot in 5D. Good to see you here, Alara. Okay, let's tell me what is. I pre-shuffled your deck's water sign before I started, so let me look what's happened in the recent past here or in the past. It's pertinent to this reading for my water signs: Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For my water signs. Oh, okay. We have the Hang One coming up in reverse. And then we also have the Moon coming up in reverse. Look at you, water signs, coming out with major arcana on the first two. What else in the recent past? Oh my gosh, wow, water signs. The Hierophant. Ooh, this is totally aligning with what I just read to you guys. Okay, let's go into the present moment. We have the Seven of Cups in reverse. There you are, Queen of Cups upright with the Six of Cups upright. And in the future, we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Prince of Swords upright coming up in your future. And then at the bottom of the deck, oh wow, okay, interesting water signs. You have the Two of Cups in reverse as your overall energy. Okay, so to me, based off of the overarching energy that you have here, the mystic coming in, this is telling me that you're dealing with a lot of energies that are separated. You're working either within a situation or with someone else where there's separation involved. Again, this could be the collective. And I feel like when I take a look at the spread a little bit, you're kind of you've taken a pause in the past to really kind of reflect and get really anchored into some of the deeper wisdoms. So overall, you're just kind of dealing with something. Either you may be going through darker times that is really pushing you to kind of get more into the mystical life, or turning towards mysticism. And being able to transform some sort of darkness that maybe is happening in your life. But in the recent past, you have the Hanged One, the Moon in reverse, and both of those are in reverse, and then the Hierophant upright. I feel like something was definitely revealed to you. It could have been something that happened while you were in a pause, or where there was maybe some sort of stagnancy, or something just wasn't moving. And through that, you were able to finally get clarity, or something was revealed. And I feel like it brought in, for some of you, deeper wisdom, or you learned some really big lessons here. For some of you, this is really taking on a quite powerful spiritual nature. From what I'm seeing here, that you're through the clarity, there a lot of downloads were coming in the past around this idea of transforming separation back into union, is what I feel like. Now, in the present moment, we have the Seven of Cups, the Queen of Cups, Seven of Cups in reverse, Queen of Cups, and Six of Cups. Again, Seven of Cups is just telling me that I feel like it feels more to me that you have clarity, like going into this present, like this first half of January. God, I can't even talk right now. What's wrong with me? Are you water signs like tongue-tied or something? So it feels to me too that you're really in your power with the Queen of Cups here. There's potentially deep expression of the heart. You could be opening your heart more. It could be to someone. It could just be to your work. It could be to the world. This whole row is all cups energy. So there's a huge, I want to say heart activation, but you may be dealing with someone from your past. This could be a soulmate, or you could also just be also pulling energies from past lives into the present moment that are helping you gain more clarity on some of the work that you're doing from a mystic level. Now, in the future, you have the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Prince of Swords. It looks to me like you're weighing your options, or you're trying to figure something out. You're not sure in the future. Something happens where there's a little bit of indecision, going back and forth, and it's delaying something from starting. And it feels to me, especially with the Prince of Swords, is that you're trying to research something more. You're trying to get more information before you go into this, that you need to look into something more. So let's, I've already pre-shuffled this deck too, but I'll cut it one more time. Let's clarify these cards for my water signs, and look into why the Two of Cups is in reverse here as the overall energy. Okay. Well, we have the Tower in reverse, so that's very interesting. Tell me more. The Three of Pentacles in reverse. Wow. Okay. Oh, wow. So I feel, okay, there's I'm getting multiple messages here. For some of you, you're dealing with a situation, potentially like some sort of connection or relationship, where this may have happened in the past. There may have been some sort of sudden change or unexpected event that happened that caused some sort of separation, potentially even a breakup of some sort, for some of you. For others of you, the overall energy is just, I feel like you're dealing with something in your life where you may be avoiding a tower moment where you know that you have to separate yourself from, that it's not working. You might likely maybe working with other people. For others of you too, and this is why I'm getting multiple messages here. We're going to see more as I clarify, but with that Three of Pentacles in reverse, to me it also feels like for something you may have needed a little kick in the butt, water signs, to really start focusing on your skills. Three of Pentacles, when it's upright, is about wanting to focus on mastering your skills, like putting in the work and trying to improve whatever skills you're working on. And of course, it could be more of working with the light, being a light worker, transmuting, that kind of stuff. But I feel like for some reason, there was some sort of event either that you were avoiding or some event in the past that totally kind of maybe prevented you or distracted you, I should say, from doing this. And this Two of Cups too is kind of speaking to there's a bit of a separation here also within in how you're connecting. Let's see the Hanged One. Why is the Hanged One here in reverse in the past? Tell me, why is the Hanged One here in reverse in the past? Oh, yeah. See, you've got the Ten of Cups coming up here in reverse. Tell me more. So I'm getting some messages here. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so you've also got the Sun that just came up. So this really makes sense with what I was just kind of picking up. So I'm kind of feeling that you had to, I feel like some of you guys are working on, you have done some inner work and now you're trying to come out of that. You've got the clarity in the past. And to me, this Ten of Cups almost has a very collective feel to it. And it feels like you're, with everything that's kind of happening in our world right now and how unstable everything is and how it can look like the dream or everything that we've been working for is slipping away, it feels to me like some of you water signs are working to transmute or transform that energy of fear and anxiety back into positivity. For some of you, like, and that's on a very grand scale, like in a sense of that's really taking it out onto a bigger picture. On a more personal level, though, I feel that some of you have had some sort of deep loss in the past that was something that was should have been really happy ended, and you finally had a moment in your recent past here where you got some understanding or a new perspective that brought in a lot of clarity around that, and also perhaps even more positivity. Like you're starting to see actually the blessings is what I'm trying to say around that. It's giving you new insight into it, if that makes sense. Tell me about the Moon in reverse. Yeah, okay, wow. So you have the Six of Wands coming up here on the Moon in reverse. So clarity, it's almost like you found your path to victory. That there was no more shadows around it. Tell me more. Tell me more about the Moon in reverse. And we have the Judgment in reverse. Wow. Lots of major arcana here in your past. Out of 7 cards, 5 of them are major arcanas. So something big happened in your past. This is involving something rather like important and meaningful. It's like it shapes your path, or it's a path altering event. I think you get clarity and a path to victory on where it feels like, okay, for where some aren't awakening, but also on how to bring something back to life. A path to victory on how to bring something back to life, or how to finally let go or move on from something that you were kind of maybe hoping would come back around. This is very interesting. Tell me about the Hierophant. Yeah, okay. We have the Two of Swords coming up on the Hierophant. Okay, and then we have the Emperor and the Nine of Pentacles coming up on the Two of Swords with the Hierophant. There's some sort of stagnation here. For some of you, you're really looking to commit yourself. You're really looking to put forth a lot of effort. But there is a stalemate. There is a bit of a delay here in all of this. Even though you see the path in the past and you have clarity, there is a delay with this Two of Swords here, and I feel because it's this Nine of Pentacles in reverse, not knowing your value or not knowing your worth or not being able to believe in your own self of what you're capable of. But there's also this driving force behind you of really wanting to do it, really wanting to take action. So there's like there's a push-pull here around you becoming a bit of, I want to say, a leader in, from a very, in somewhat of a spiritual nature, but in any way that would help humanity, help this world, in whatever way that your gifts would apply. And this is all what's happened in the recent past. Tell me about the Seven of Cups in reverse in the present moment. Oh, okay. So I've been picking this up all reading. I just didn't want to say it. But so you have the Two of Cups on the Seven of Cups. For some of you, I feel you've had a breakup in the past or some sort of separation or distance with someone. It may be a fire sign with this Emperor coming up. And especially we have the Sun here too. Leo, Aries. I mean, we've got so much energy up here. I mean, you got the Moon and the Hanged One that are... Anyway, let's not confuse this anymore, water signs. But to me, I feel like for some of you, this could actually involve a relationship that maybe it didn't work out in the past. It didn't work out, okay? And you've had to get clarity from it. And I think also understanding the spiritual lessons here and what you needed to understand and move forward. And it's looking to me like in the present moment for whoever this is applying to, if it's relationship wise, this first half of January looks like some sort of reunion of two people coming back together and really expressing their heart, really opening up the heart to one another. Now, for those of you that this isn't relationship involved, I feel like this week something really comes together for you, and it's because you're opening your heart. You're getting clarity on what you really want to do, and you're also getting clarity, I want to say, which is interesting, around the feeling of what you want. Like you're really aligning emotionally with all of this. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. Ooh, we have the Strength card coming up. So this is telling me there's some strong heart action happening the first half of January for you water signs. Strong heart action, actually. Someone's expressing themselves this first half of January. Sorry, my hair is all like messy. Tell me more about the Queen of Cups. Yeah, okay. The Hermit. Someone's not wanting to be alone. Someone's wanting to come back out, and they've got the courage and they're going to express themselves. I don't know if this is you, water signs. I mean, I would think it is because it's the Queen of Cups, but not necessarily. It could be someone else around you. They're going to really express themselves. For others, you're finally getting the courage to really put yourself out into the world, and you're going to start expressing yourself through a very intuitive measure as well. And a lot of this is that you're starting to tap into, when I see the Six of Cups, things are really starting to come together for you water signs. You're starting to really tap into some of the gifts of your past lives and the wisdom, and you're pulling it into this current timeline to help you to propel yourself forward in whatever your mission work or purpose that you're trying to do here right now. Tell me about the Six of Cups. Why is the Six of Cups here? Okay. You know, this was up, this was in reverse. Okay. We have the Page of Cups in reverse and the Four of Pentacles. What I'm feeling is that someone's coming back around. It could be you, it could be someone else. And I think their heart may have been closed off in the past. Whoever this is that's kind of coming back and really opening their heart, in the past, I feel that they weren't able to really open up. They were closed off. You know, the Four of Pentacles is kind of holding on to something tightly, not being able to let go. And with that Page of Cups in reverse, just first from the relationship perspective, if this is these two people coming together, and it could just be friendship too. It doesn't have to necessarily be romantic. But I feel like this person was not exactly open or unable to really open themselves up in the past. Now, for those of you where they feel like this is more of your mission work, I feel that in the past, you weren't able to really tap into your dreams. And I think you were too focused on how do I find stability first before I put myself out there. And I think you're starting to realize that it doesn't have to be perfect and you don't have to have all of the stability and all the things in place in order to do it. You just need to start putting yourself out there and start allowing the flow of the energy to move through you so that you can just keep taking one step in front of the other. And that's all happening in the first half of January. Let's look into the future. Sorry, the Two of Pentacles. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Because it does look like there's some sort of delay that happens here in the future. Okay, we have the Nine of Swords in reverse on the Two of Pentacles. So needing to release anxiety. Tell me more about... Okay. Okay, all right. Whew. Someone's struggling in the future here. It could be you. We've got the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Ten of Wands, and then the Nine of Cups in reverse. Again, I'm going to take it back to this Nine of Pentacles in reverse up here. There is an element within this reading that I'm picking up, some sort of energy where someone isn't fully on board with their value. Consciously, they want to believe that they're worth it and they can do it, and they believe in themselves and they know they've got all of the gifts that they need, and that they don't need to be perfect, but they're there. But then there's, I feel, a deeper subconscious part here that perhaps is causing some sort of back and forth movement where you're not sure. There's a heavy burden here that someone's carrying. There's a heavy burden, and it happens to be around will I get my wish fulfillment? Is this gonna actually happen? And there needs to be a release here. When, I almost feel like this Nine of Swords, sometimes it's about releasing the energy of the fears and the anxieties, but I feel like there's some sort of overwhelming fear and anxieties that come in the future for whatever reason. It may just be self-created. There may not actually be a reason for it other than the subconscious being triggered, like old wounds being triggered in some way. But it looks like there's a bit of back and forth here, not sure. And I get the sense it's where you're being really in a position to choose, okay, am I going to keep going back to the past, or am I going to finally commit to moving forward? Because there is some level of commitment here that did come through here in the past. And I feel like in the future, whoever this is, if this is you, then you've got to really anchor into that commitment for self. Tell me why the Ace of Pentacles is here in reverse. Tell me why the Eight of Cups. All right, water signs. In order for this brand new beginning to take off, okay, and it looks like something great is happening in January, but somewhere along the lines, after all this goodness, that looks like all this heart expression opening up, someone gets in their head. And someone, and it's needing to be able to, this delays a start here. And it's because someone just needs to finally like let go and walk away from whatever that is that's not serving. It doesn't necessarily mean a person by any means. It could just mean the way you approach things, or getting stuck in old patterns that keep repeating themselves. And so you keep having these repeated outcomes that you don't want. You want something different. And this is about walking away from the things that have constantly kept you in the same place and not allowed you to move forward. That's what I really feel like this Eight of Cups is about. And that's what's delaying this really prosperous new beginning from coming in. Could be a new relationship. It could be just new financial, career, business kind of beginnings, a new cycle around that. But that's what needs to happen. Tell me about the Prince of Swords. Why is the Prince of Swords here in the future? Why is the Prince of Swords here? Ooh, okay. There's that Queen of Cups coming in. I wonder if someone's looking into you, water signs. Tell me more about this. Okay, I just got a message. I was just told that, oh, another card came out here. Okay, and just as I'm about to tell you, this just further confirms it. We have the Four of Swords coming up here on top of the Queen of Cups. Okay, what has to happen here is there needs to be this element, like the Prince of Swords here is because, oh, I got to maybe research more. Maybe I just need to study more. Maybe I need more. I need to think about things more. Okay. But the answer is really in the heart. And I feel like this message is important for whoever this is resonating with, that stay in your heart and still also listen to your intuition. Don't let the mind so much drive you through all of this. It feels more like you're in a phase where, the emotions and the intuition are going to power you through into this new beginning. That it's delayed, but it's because I feel like your default is always maybe overthinking or going into how it didn't work out in the past or all of that kind of stuff. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Now, I kind of want to also, just because it's the new year, I want to just pull an oracle card for you water signs. Just a message here as we move into 2021. Do we have a message here for my water signs that they need to hear? Okay, what is it? Oh, you got the Courageous Peony. Multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. This is perfect for what we've been talking about in this reading. So this is about, this message is telling you to be courageous, to allow yourself to be seen, and also allow that uniqueness within you to be shown to the world, and embrace it. And don't try to cookie cutter it. Don't try to mold yourself into something that you think you're supposed to be. Just start putting yourself out there. Let your freak flag fly, and allow the multifacetedness of you to speak. Don't feel like you've got to be one thing or the other. Like, really embrace your multidimensionalism. All right, water signs. So that's beautiful. So that's my reading for you. Love it. Looks like some really great things are coming in after what felt like, I think you went through something difficult here with some sort of separation or some sort of event that caused something to separate or pause out. But all right, air signs, you guys are next. My Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. All right, so let's just kind of pre-shuffle the cards. Let me see. How's everyone doing? Zephyr. Oh my gosh. Hey, Christina love, how are you? Good to see you. All right, so for air signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, what do we have for them for the first half of January? For the first half of January. Let's do one more shuffle for you. Okay, and up those when we get into your reading further. All right, so let's kind of take a look into this Wild Unknown Archetype deck to find out what is the overarching energy here for my air signs for the first half of January 2021. It's like, I like the way that rolls off the tongue, 2021. It's just kind of nice, isn't it? 2021. And again, guys, this will all be time-stamped. Once I'm done the video, I'll throw all the timestamps of your signs in the description. Okay, you guys have 2 air signs. Oh, okay, wait. Okay, yeah. You have the Cave and Alethea. Interesting cards to come up here, air signs. All right, let's go to the Cave first. Let me just throw these over there. All right, here we go. The dark, the portal, the interior. Those who are fortunate enough to find and enter the cave are forever changed. It is a place of potent power, acting both as portal to another realm and a space for sacred ritual and initiation. The cave is a place to return for meaningful retreat, where one can see the true self in the darkness. In esoteric teachings, the cave is known to reside in the center of the heart. Within its walls, the whispers of compassion and self-understanding can be heard. Yet because of its mystery and power, many of us fear the cave and never try to find it. We busy ourselves in the bright lights of the city, while the cavernous and dimly lit chamber calls out to us in the night. Where is your cave? You already know. Return to it and tend the fire. So there is a deep calling for you, air signs, to really go within, to retreat into the cave, so to speak, because it's important. There are aspects of self that are wanting to be seen that can only really be seen in the darkness when there's no other distractions. There's nothing else but just you. And to be fair, in the darkness is when your light truly shines. So you're able to see all of the beauty of yourself as well. So there's something here, air signs, that you're being called to really go within because you're going through what feels like a period here of initiation and activating some sort of potent potential within you. Let's go to Alethea here. Truth. Oh, wow. Okay. So yeah, you're on a deep search for truth here, air signs. Our soul recognizes the truth. When someone speaks it, a cool wave of relief washes over the room and all the facts and figures in the world fall by the wayside. Such is the power of Alethea. It has an undeniable resonance that goes beyond the rationale. We can also recognize Alethea by its contagiousness. When we hear someone speak the truth, we see the truth within ourselves and are more likely to tell our own story. The Alethea card requires us to step toward an act of truth. This might look like a conversation, a gesture, a poetic act, or a ritual that honors the unveiling of what's been concealed. Reclaiming your own truth is a way to reclaim your vital energy, health, and sense of belonging in the world. Truth has its own wings. Set it free. So I'm kind of just giggling to myself right now. And I know when you watch this I had a session with one of you this morning, and you can totally tell this is speaking to you right now. So that's kind of funny. But yeah, so air signs, you're really needing to go within. There's a truth that needs to be revealed. There's parts of yourself that need to be unmasked. And it's because there's some level of potency within your own power that wants to come through, but it can't break through until you kind of take that time to just settle, go within, allow all the distractions to fall away, and really take the time to be with yourself. So let's kind of go into the tarot here and find out what's happened in the recent past here for my air signs. Okay, that one just wanted to turn around. Okay. Oh, that's too many cards. What has happened in the recent past here for my air signs? Okay, we have the Temperance card in reverse, potentially avoiding healing, or also maybe just being out of balance too. Maybe not balancing what you should be doing with what you versus what you think you should be doing, or okay, let me rephrase that. That didn't sound right. Not finding the balance of what your own needs are versus also what are the things that you have to get done. Tell me more. Yeah, okay. So, Six of Pentacles in reverse. There is some need for balance here, air signs. We have the two major balance cards coming in. I mean, if Justice comes up here in reverse, that will basically seal the deal that you've been way out of balance in the past here. But also the Six of Pentacles talks about not having reciprocation, maybe giving too much of yourself away, not allowing yourself to receive what you need to receive, always taking care of other people's needs, or always tending to the other things that need to get done versus what really on a soul level you need to get done. And then we have the Hermit in reverse, and this is just telling me that you're avoiding going within. You're avoiding going within in the past. Okay, tell me more of what's happened in the present moment. Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles coming up here in the present moment for air signs. We have the Two of Wands in reverse. What else? For my Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And we have the King of Pentacles coming up. Okay. Future for my air signs. I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. No, I'm not going to say it. I don't want to jinx the reading. Okay, let's go into here. Oh, see, I knew it. I shouldn't have said it. Oh, Three of Swords. Air signs, you've had really tough readings the last two, like the whole month of December, you had really tough readings. Oh, I didn't want to see that come out. The Three of Swords. Oh, I felt it. I was like, no, don't say it. Okay, what else in the future? Tell me more about the future for air signs. Okay, we have the Four of Cups in reverse. And you're going to get two cards here. Wow. No, air signs. No. We have the Empress in reverse and the Page of Cups in reverse. Princess of Cups. All right, what's on the bottom of your deck? Oh, Lord. Air signs. Oh, sweet air signs. You have the King of Cups in reverse. Okay. I'm just going to spell it out here right now for whoever this reading is going to resonate with. There is a deep need to go within. There's a lot of healing that has to happen within your heart. The heart has been not tended to, or it's been avoided. And I'm going to say that in a nature of needing the nurturing, needing stability and dependability. Like you can depend on others around you. It's needed that. Very, very interesting. Okay, so overall energy, King of Cups in reverse. This is just not allowing yourself to be vulnerable, not allowing yourself to express from the heart, shutting things down. And also, I want to say not completely following your intuition on some things. There's a real need here, air signs, to connect. In the past, like I said, you have the Temperance, Six of Pentacles, and the Hermit all in reverse. So again, this to me is just feeling like avoiding some sort of healing that would restore balance. Something's out of balance and there's an avoidance of going within and really doing the deep work of really going into that cave, really wanting to see true self, and see true self from a perspective where you really love who you're looking at, and really honor that. There's also truths there that need to be revealed to you in order to activate this potency that's wanting to come alive within you. Because I do see some of that building in this first half of January. I mean, your reading's not all bad. So with the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Wands in reverse, and then the King of Pentacles, it looks to me that there is this energy here of wanting to really work on something, master your skills, put in the effort, apply yourself towards feeling very stable, very self-sufficient, achieving goals that you've set out for yourself. But with the Two of Wands here in reverse, I just feel like you're doubting your path, or you're doubting, there's some sort of doubting is the word that's coming through on how to move forward. But you do want to put in the work and the effort here to regain this sense where no one can take anything away from you anymore. Like you build up all of your resources and you feel stable and you basically have your own back in a way. And this could be just career. This could be in general with your home life. This could be just in how you value yourself and feel on the inside, air signs. In the future, though, we have the Three of Swords, the Four of Cups in reverse, and the Page of Cups and the Empress both in reverse. So there is an aspect within you, air signs, that's very brokenhearted about something, or you've gone through a lot of pain and suffering in the past. And I think that's why the Empress and the Page of Cups here are both in reverse. I feel like this is referring to the past and really needing your attention. Because with the Four of Cups in reverse, this does tell me that you don't want to continue to miss opportunities, that you do want to come out of a place of feeling kind of apathic, and also just not having that motivation to go after what you want, that you don't want to be there anymore, that you don't want to be in disappointment, you don't want to continue to live in that energy. And I think it requires you to really go deep into potentially inner child, but also just in general, being able to open your heart and express your heart from a place that allows you to finally tap into your own abundant nature and allow yourself to feel empowered in your own divine feminine energy. Is kind of what I'm picking up here. There's, with the King of Cups here as your overall energy, there is a need here to really open up the heart and to really remove any blocks around there. And, given the last couple readings that you've had, air signs, I don't blame you for having a closed off heart. I know you've been going through it, for those of you that those readings resonated with. So let's kind of clarify and see where this is going. Total side note here. So I can't stand watching tarot readers when they see, like, say for instance, the cards that I'm looking at right now and turn it into the grass is actually greener, or no, it's all rainbows and unicorns, don't worry about it, you're gonna, I can't stand it when tarot readers do that. It's like they just try to sugarcoat everything and wrap it in candy floss. I will never do that to you guys, I promise. But I'm sure air signs, maybe you're like actually hoping like one day I'll just do that for you just for once. Life is what it is, and it's ups and downs and lots of lessons to be learned. Okay, one more cut here. All right, air signs. Tell me why the King of Cups is here in reverse as the overall energy. The Emperor in reverse. Oh, wow. Now we have the Emperor and the Empress on the board, both in reverse. Okay. Let me just pull one more card before I read. Oh, geez. Okay. All right. So with the Emperor in reverse, you also have the Six of Swords in reverse. So this is not being able to move away from having to control everything or needing to just make sure everything's okay. Sometimes the Emperor in reverse can, I mean, this is maybe you're too much heavily in your own masculine energy, especially with the King of Cups here, that is really needing you to break free into more of your feminine energy and to really soften and to really go into that more nurturing, sweet, tender part of yourself that so much desires to express itself, but there's almost this, I don't know how I can actually do it because I've never done it that way, or people don't know me that way, or there's just, what happens if I do? Like, am I good? There's all these things that I'm feeling a lot of anxiety that comes up when, even as I say this out loud to you guys, that some of you are experiencing a lot of anxiety because it's almost like, especially with the Six of Pentacles in reverse up here, so you're too worried about thinking how other people are going to receive it. And so you just don't ever express it. Because what if it hurts someone, or what if they take it the wrong way, or what if you say it the wrong way? And I'm just feeling like that has to be healed, or there has to be an element where you really have to understand that you deserve to also have your heart expressed and also be loved in the way that I think you do love others. And there is a need to really go within to find the strength and the courage to find how to express this and tap into that part of you that's been hidden for so long, hence why you need to go into the cave. Tell me why the Temperance card is here in reverse. Oh yeah, and for all of you guys, if you're part of my YouTube membership, the weekly readings come out every Friday. Please check the community on my thing if you don't see the post on Friday. Okay, we have the Eight of Wands in reverse on the Temperance card. Yeah, you're just shut down. You're not talking. You're not communicating what you need to communicate. You're just too... the overwhelming energy that I'm picking up on is the energy of someone who really needs to express their needs or express what's going on in their heart, or just even share some of their own fears. It could be as simple as that, like really let their guard down, but they won't because you're too much worried about like, no, I got to take care of this. I got to take care of that. And so you're almost cutting off connection, even with the divine, or you're cutting off connection with the healing, the parts of you that want healing. Tell me why the Six of Pentacles is here in the past. For some of you, you may have even been ghosted. And that's what caused you just like, I got to make myself busy. I can't think about this. I just got to, whatever I can do, get into work and just make yourself busy basically. And I think that could have something to do with like some of the pain here of not being able to have some sort of closure around something. Okay, on the Six of Pentacles, we have the Five of Swords. And the immediate message I get with this is you're always wanting to avoid conflict. You just want to have the resolution. You want to keep the peace. And so you don't bother saying what you need. Or if something goes wrong, you won't speak up about it. And that can't happen anymore. That is where the healing needs to go. Tell me about the Hermit. Tell me about the Hermit in reverse here in the past. Okay, and then we have the Hangman. So this like really stalls out your growth, your ability to finally move on. Okay, like move on from this energy that's not serving you anymore. It's not helping you out. Tell me more about this Hermit in reverse. Yeah, see? You're avoiding the tower. You're avoiding the conflict. You don't want to go within. You don't want to know what's hidden under the rocks. You don't want to know what's hiding in the cave. There is an element here, whether you're consciously aware of it. You may, on a conscious level, want to do that. Yeah, I want to be more spiritually aware. I want to like work on my ascension. But deep down, there is an avoidance here of really getting to the heart and the truth of something that really wants your attention right now. So tell me what the Three of Pentacles is about here in the present moment. Oh, wow. You have the Hierophant, Taurus energy. You may be committing yourself here to working on your skills. You may be doing some higher learning here. Now, like in this first half of January, again, like I said, it feels like you're kind of getting some momentum here in the first half of January. You may you may have someone guiding you, helping you as you try to build your skills. Maybe you're taking online courses or you're trying to perfect a skill, but it looks like that's what you're trying to build on. And again, with the Hierophant, it can have a deeply spiritual nature behind it too. Tell me more about the Three of Pentacles. I love it. Five of Pentacles in reverse. You're finally coming out of the cold. You're finally not like leaving yourself out from the party. You're wanting to not abandon yourself and really wanting to put forth some sort of energy into your whatever this is, like so that you can have more fulfillment within your own self. Tell me about the Two of Wands in reverse. What is this about? Yeah, there it is again. Okay. So this is interesting. You have the Three of Wands and then the Four of Cups in reverse. I feel that you're going to be applying yourself in the first half of January. And you're going to really start putting in a lot of effort to building something, again, working on something that you really want to. It could be with other people. It may just be your own skills. But there is this element here that's kind of still pulling you back, holding you back. And it's with this Two of Wands of not knowing, like, what should I be doing next? It's because there's an element of you here that's still waiting for something to just happen. And then there's the part of you that, with this Four of Cups in reverse, that just like, no, I don't want to miss any more opportunities. I've got to start forging forward. And there is a bit of polarization here, pulling at you back and forth, which is creating this slowing down here. Again, doubt. I think I said doubt before. Tell me about the King of Pentacles here. Oh, wow. Interesting. Okay, you have the Six of Cups. Tell me more. Okay. Wow. You also have, with the Six of Cups, you had the Two of Cups in reverse come out. Then the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, on that King of Pentacles. Very interesting. And the Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, this is an interesting one here, air signs. You know, for some of you, you may actually be working towards putting yourself out there in a sense of partnership, like really finally wanting to put yourself out there, because there's a King and a Queen of Pentacles, kind of like this divine like partnership. For some of you, it may just also just wanting to bring in that feminine and masculine aspects that bring in the stability and the nurturing components that you need in your life right now. And there is this aspect too of, I feel there's a separation somehow from like the really good feelings and nostalgic parts of your life, and needing to almost, okay, there's a need here to really tap back into the happier times and also that playful inner child aspect, to bring forth some of this, to bring forth the energy that isn't so like, oh, I just got to do this and then I got to do that and I got to do this and I got to do that and I got to like strike this off the list, strike that off the list. And just, it gets monotonous. I feel like there's got to be a bit of play here, in order to help you build upon whatever this is that you're building on here, that brings in your financial security or brings in success in a new business career, or just in your current career, your home life. But there is, again, still this element of not wanting to see a truth, or perhaps deceiving self about what this is. And I think that's why we start to go into a little bit of hard time down here in the future. So again, with the Ace of Swords, you cannot avoid your truth. With the Truth card coming up here, Alethea, you can't just work your way through this. You're going to have to heal your way through this as well, and allowing yourself the space and time to really take deep looks in the darkness without distraction, and allowing yourself to finally see the things that maybe a lot of us don't allow ourselves to see when we're so busy. Tell me about what this Three of Swords is about. Yeah. Again, as I just said that, Four of Swords, there is healing and restoration needed. There is a need to go within and heal whatever this Three of Swords is. Again, it could just be a lot of suffering or pain. Tell me more about this Three of Swords. We have the Page of Swords in reverse. So the Page of Swords can often be about like self-deception, not wanting to communicate truths. Oh, okay. This is about really allowing yourself to get very honest, but from the heart. Okay, so really needing, you got Three Swords here. Okay, all your energy is showing up on this Three of Swords. I feel like air signs. This is about you finally being able to communicate truthfully from your own heart and not hold back, or not find reasons why it can't happen now, or this person can't, maybe it's not the right time for them to hear this, or whatever this is. I really feel like it's time to heal that, and it's calling you right now. And you're going to find that in the future, that as you may feel like things are starting to get better and you may start to avoid this truth, you can't avoid it. You can't just patch things up and put band-aids on them. You're going to have to really go in and get your hands dirty, so to speak, when it comes to healing. Tell me about the Four of Cups in reverse here. Because there is this element here, air signs, where you really don't want to miss out on anything anymore. Like, you really want to get out of this funk. And as I'm saying that, the Two of Swords comes up, but you're stalling out. There's a stalling out. Why? Why is this stalled out? Why is this stalled out? And again, oh man, okay. The Seven of Wands. There's an aspect of you that doesn't even know if you have the energy to do this. There's like, you're exhausted, you're tired. I don't know if I have the fight in me to like heal this. Oh, it's tough energy, air signs. But there is an element, I do feel there is an element of you. And I think that's what's calling right now, air signs. There's an element here that really wants to speak to you. And it's like this whisper right now that's trying so much to get your attention, to grab onto the little bit of light that's there. And for some of you, it's not that drastic. But it's almost like that light is constantly being shadowed out by a lot of other stuff. Tell me about this Page of Cups and the Empress in reverse. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I nailed it. Nailed it. Nine of Pentacles in reverse and the Strength card. You're going to need a lot of courage and a lot of personal strength to really go in and know where your worth is and where your value is. And it's time to finally find that part of you and get in touch with it and be able to then express your heart, because once you won't be able to express your heart if you don't feel valuable enough to be heard, if you don't feel like people actually care to hear you, or even consider your needs. There's a deep need here. And I say need because you have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles coming up here in your reading too, which talks about values and needs and being taken care of. And there's an element here that has been, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word? Why have I lost it? Basically, it's been, it's avoided, but that's not the word I'm looking for. Disengaged from. It's like it's been pushed aside. It's been pushed aside. I don't know why I'm not thinking of the word. But air signs. It looks like this is kind of a deep message for any of you who are needing to finally get the courage to express the heart, finally get in touch with more of your truths, because you have the Emperor and the Empress coming up here, which means you're coming into potentially, even though they're in reverse right now, for the two of them to come up, as well as a King of Pentacles and a Queen of Pentacles, is telling me that there is an energy here that you could be grounding into the physical plane, manifesting it here to bring in a lot of your potential power. But you're not gonna be able to do that if you keep pushing your needs aside or pushing your voice aside, staying silent, not saying when something needs to be said, and not putting enough energy into building yourself up. And the reason why you're not building yourself up, although I am starting to see it here in the first 2 weeks of January, but in the past maybe you haven't, and in the future it looks like you're going to struggle a little bit, is because you don't actually believe in your own worth, in your own abundant nature. And so that has to be really looked at and healed. And I feel very much there's like this deep calling coming from within to answer that call. So air signs, that's my reading for you. I hope that resonated with some of you. I know that was heavy. All right, so we're going to go on to fire signs next. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sag. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let me just take some water. How's everyone doing? Bye, Megbird. Okay. Neglected. Yes, Morgan. Neglected. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Yes, to all those air signs that are still watching, you've been neglecting yourself. You've been neglecting your needs. You've been neglecting your own truth. So time to not let that happen. Okay, so my fire signs. Let's find out what's happening for you for the first half of January 2021. January 2021. Aries, Leo, and Sag. Hey, Christina Fisher, how's it going? Hey, Cultivating to 5D. Thea DeWitt, good to see you. Hey, Nick. All right, that's good. And let's go over to the Wild Archetype deck here to find out what will be the overall governing energy here for my fire signs. What is the overall energy here for fire signs for the first half of January. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus for my fire signs. Ooh, okay, well, we have the ocean that's come up here. Fire signs. Water on your fire. Going deep into the emotions, allowing yourself to be swallowed up by the waves and the water. The unconscious, the depths, the incomprehensible. The power of the ocean is unmatched. To step into its salty waters, it is to step into the unknown. By its sheer volume, the ocean represents the unconscious, all that is beyond our understanding. We cannot live within the ocean. We cannot claim it, manage it, or own it. It rejects our every attempt to dominate nature. Yet amid its overwhelming power, it calls to us, inspires us, and invigorates our life on land. It dissolves the little us into the big us. When the energy of the ocean is present, there is change stirring that is beyond any change you've known before. The ego must dissolve. The saline swells work on your very cells, your fibers, your deepest underlying beliefs. Like Aphrodite, we rise from the ocean's froth, a new being. Life is change. Let the wave crash. So this is about going deep into something. Deep into something that is unknown for you. Deep, where you're going to have to really let go. You're not going to be able to control any aspects here. Not try to dominate it because you won't win. You're going to have to just really let go, fire signs. So very interesting. Let's kind of see. Let's see where this is going. So in the past, tell us what's happened in the past here for. Oh wait, I didn't do a card for. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Ah, shoot! I hope air signs are still watching. I'm gonna have to make sure I give air signs. I didn't give them an oracle card. Hold on a second. We got to give them an oracle card, especially after that reading. Air signs deserve an oracle card. So let me just pull them an oracle card here. Oh, wow. Loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. Very interesting, air signs. This is the card here for you. So with whatever you're going through, it's really important to finally let go. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. Allow yourself to finally be heard. Allow yourself to communicate. Finally stop trying to control everything to, do this, do that. Just let go. Let go. Because some of them there are coping mechanisms there that are keeping you from really connecting with the spirit. So I just wanted to read that for air signs. And so let me just put that there so I don't forget. Okay, back to fire. This is what happens when we do everything live. Okay, so in the recent past here for fire signs, although I feel like that oracle card can definitely speak to fire right now too. Okay, we have the King of Swords coming up in your recent past. We have the Four of Pentacles. Interesting. That's all about holding on. Trying to think your way through something here. Tell me more. Six of Pentacles in reverse, almost in the exact same position as air signs. Whoops. In the present moment, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. And guys, if you need to book your own reading, link is in the description below. We have the High Priestess in reverse. Interesting. And then we have the Ace of Swords coming in. Okay, and then in the future, we have the Hierophant in reverse. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, and then we have the Justice card coming up. Interesting. Lots of air showing up in your reading here. Okay. Fire signs. Okay, you have the Empress in reverse as your overall energy here. Okay. All right. So what I'm kind of picking up is fire signs, is that you're trying to manipulate things. And when I say manipulate things, I don't mean like in a really, in a bad way. I just mean it in a survival way. With the Ocean card coming up telling me that you really need to kind of surrender, let go, allow the waves to crash over you, to really go into the unknown. I feel that with the Empress in reverse, this talks about the Divine Feminine in the reverse. It's almost like there's a pushing back on your own Divine Feminine energy. Really not allowing yourself to just be guided and to trust and to surrender and to just go with it. This Empress is literally the opposite when it's in reverse to this Ocean card. And I say this because in your past, you have the Swords, the King of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and then the Six of Pentacles in reverse. There is an imbalance of energy here where you're trying to, in the past, hold on to something. And I feel like you're just trying to really think your way through something. Someone's trying to really think their way through, just logically find all the answers. I can think my way through this. If I just sit, all of the answers will come. 1 + 1 will = 2, and we'll make it all happen. And I feel that you've been holding on to that kind of energy, and it's created an imbalance here of what really needs to happen. Because in your present moment, you have the Eight of Cups in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse, and the Ace of Swords. And it feels to me like it's like you're having a hard time moving away from this energy that keeps you locked into always trying to figure things out, or always try to have all the answers before you ever make a decision, or before you ever take a risk on something. Like it's always got to be figured out in your head. And you may not listen to your intuition. You're trying to avoid that. But because with the High Priestess here in reverse, however, I also feel that it's funny. It's a double-edged sword, because we have the Ace of Swords here, that I feel that something's going to get revealed to you over the first half of January regarding this. And you're going to have this aha moment. You're going to have some sort of new clarity or deeper understanding that kind of pierces through all the rubble, so to speak, that you can't deny anymore. Something pierces through that forces you to almost have to go into the unknown, because what I'm seeing here with the Hierophant in reverse in your future is I'm picking up very much that you're going to have to go things in a very unconventional way. You can't do things the way you've always done them in the traditional manner. It's time for you to change things up and to not have all the answers. And with the Ace of Wands here in reverse, I have to actually clarify this Ace of Wands in reverse, because it does look like there's a balancing out here of energy. Like you finally get to, you may be needing to make a big decision about something, fire signs, that's coming down the line. But I'm feeling like you're needing to almost allow your intuition to guide you more and not be so hung up on the mental aspect of everything. That there is some sort of mystery here that's, you have to embrace. But this Ace of Wands, though, in reverse, it can talk about lack of inspiration, lack of spiritual energy, or a block in that. I think that's maybe what's been happening, is I feel like perhaps there's been a block in kind of like this new spark or new cycle here that brings in creative flow, passion flow, and it may have been blocked. And I feel like to unblock it, you really do need to go about things in a different way, an unconventional way that, again, like I said, requires trust and faith that it's all going to work out, as opposed to having all the answers. And I think for whoever this is resonating with, just very uncomfortable for you to be in this place and just continue moving forward without knowing what's happening, where you're going, how it's all going to turn out. And so there is this kind of calling to really kind of more unite with the more intuitive, divine feminine nature within yourself. But let's see here. But it looks like, yeah, in the past. Yeah, in the past, you've really put a lot of energy into just thinking your way through everything, but it creates a lot of imbalance. Okay, tell me why the Empress is here in reverse. We have the Five of Wands in reverse. Tell me more. Okay, Three of Cups in reverse. I feel like you may have found yourself, fire signs, in a situation that was brought in a lot of inner conflict for you. And it may have been around potentially more than one person, because we have the Empress as a 3 here, and we have the 3 of Cups. But it's about finding, some sort of reunion back with self. Or maybe it's about also, for some of you, really conflicted about coming back together with someone, a connection of some sort. But you're not feeling very, for lack of a better word, attractive. And when I say that, I mean in a magnetic sense of what it is that you desire or want. You're just not feeling like you're attractive to that, because there's not knowing worth. Now, again, I want to say, with the Empress in reverse, there is a sense of manipulation here, of trying to manipulate things to work out in your favor. And it's causing a lot of inner conflict because it doesn't seem to be bringing things together for you. It doesn't seem to be uniting things and creating this happiness that I think you're looking for. So tell me about the King of Swords here in the recent past. Tell me about the King of Swords here in the recent past. Okay, yeah. The Fool in reverse. It's so hard for you to take a risk. You're coming from it from a logical point of view in the past, and just trying to always, it's all mental, and it's causing you from not being able to take a fresh start in something. There is some sort of new start, or again, I'm seeing it down here. You got 2 aces, but in the past, you've been scared to take that risk because you don't know where it's going. So tell me more about the King of Swords. Yeah, and it stalls you out. You have the 2 of Swords and the Strength card. And in the Strength card in reverse is just, it puts you in this place of losing hope over a situation for some reason. Or you're just not in your power. I want to say that too. I just feel like this causes you to not be in your power. That's more of like what the energy I'm getting off that Strength card in reverse. You're lacking the courage. You're lacking the courage to just go for it. You got to have all the answers. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles. And so, okay, we have this Ten of Cups coming in. I think you so much want a very happy, some sort of happy, long-term happiness here. Tell me more about this Four of Pentacles. Okay. You have the Lover's card. I think you're holding on to, for some of you, this may involve someone else, like a partnership, where you want to be with someone who you think would make you very happy. And for others of you, this is just about making a very important decision on something that would make you very happy, but you're holding back. The Four of Pentacles is like holding on to something too strongly, and it's preventing you from really kind of surrendering and letting go and allowing yourself to have this. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, and then we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so you need to let go of this imbalance of not allowing the reception of energies to give to you, and just kind of play in that manner. So for the most part, I feel like that it's important to restore balance here, that things have been way out of balance, too heavily skewed into the mind. And the reason why this Ocean card has come up is because fire signs, you really need to allow yourself to deep dive, to just free fall into the ocean and go into the unknown and find out what's in store for it, because it looks very much like there could be the potential here for some very long-term happiness, but you're not taking the risk on it. You're holding yourself back, is what I'm picking up, fire signs. Tell me, and it could be that maybe you're dealing with someone who's doing this. Switch the energies around. But tell me about the Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay. Temperance. Tell me more. Tell me more about the Eight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, okay. Fire signs. You have the Two of Cups and the Temperance card. For some of you, this is a partnership, and it's something that would make you very happy, but you're not walking away from something that's not serving you. And it requires healing here. It requires, like, for instance, the Temperance is about restoring balance. It's about being able to marry the water and the fire, to alchemize things. And in some cases, I want to say that also with the Temperance card, you may be taking too much time to figure stuff out, and that's why this energy is coming in of just wanting you to free fall into it. But I feel like there's a lot of healing that could come from this union, whatever this is. Whatever this is, this could be you. This could be a dream of yours. This could be something you've been working towards, or something that you desire. And for it to come together, it requires some sort of balance being restored. And it's not being able to walk away from the things that keep you out of balance that's preventing this from you, or also just even this unhealthy energy of constantly overthinking or trying to figure it all out logically. Tell me about the High Priestess. Like, the energy that I'm getting is that whoever this energy is, whoever this is, the Empress in reverse is really needing to surrender, to just let go and not try to figure it all out or direct it in a certain direction or know the answers. Like, just fall into it. Tell me about the High Priestess in reverse. Why is the High Priestess here in reverse? Okay. You have the Two of Wands and the Six of Wands in reverse. So you're not listening to your intuition on which path to go, and it's keeping you from success. Okay? It's keeping you from success. The more you don't follow your intuition, the more you don't follow your own divine feminine energy, the energy that's trying to guide you, to bring you into the mystery of everything, you stay in a place of that is unsuccessful. And you stay in this place, when I say unsuccessful, meaning like you don't choose the path, you're just stuck. You're not taking the risk. So tell me what this Ace of Swords is about. But I do see that in this first half of January, fire signs, there is the potential for something to come together here. But it requires balance and also a level of healing. And also, you know, the Temperance card is very spiritual. You may be denying the very spiritual aspect of the nature of being guided, of tuning into spirit to be part of your compass. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. Five of Cups in reverse. Tell me more. Yes. Okay. Fire signs. You have the Eight of Cups coming on at the end here. So something happens here in the beginning of January, the first half, where you're finally faced with all of this. You know, I think there's this beautiful awakening around a union of some sort. And again, that could just be something coming together for you. It doesn't have to be a relationship. But for those of you that it is a relationship, it's the kind of relationship that brings you in long-term happiness. It's very spiritual connection. And you realize, I feel like it gets revealed to you how you're basically standing in your own way. You're standing in your own way of success. And you have this aha moment where you're like, I don't want to be disappointed anymore. I don't want to feel sorry for myself anymore. I don't want to constantly look at the three cups that are spilled and not on the two cups that I still have with me, the blessings. I don't want to keep focusing on all the things that could go wrong and not take the risk. I want to start focusing on the things that could go right. And it looks like you're finally going to walk away from that Five of Cups energy that keeps you kind of stagnant. So you have this aha moment that finally allows you to move away from something that's not serving you, that's not healthy for you, that keeps you from having the things that bring you happiness. Tell me about this Hierophant in reverse in the future. Okay, we have the Page of Swords in reverse. Tell me more. Okay. The Hangman in reverse and the Magician. All right. So what I'm kind of picking up for you on clarifying this Hierophant in reverse is, again, I feel like fire signs, you're going to finally have to go things a very unconventional way. And I think you're ready to kind of lay the sword down with this Page of Swords in reverse. I think you're like, I don't need to kind of think things over. I don't need to do any more thinking about it, researching, looking for more information. You know, I just don't think you're kind of like there, and you're ready to come out of this pause. You get this new perspective on it. This aha moment that you get in the first half, this Ace of Swords that comes in, allows you to finally come out of a stagnant period and begin manifesting something that, again, looks like something that would make you very, very happy, but it requires surrender. It requires surrender into the places where you're not familiar going, you're not used to. Tell me about the Ace of Wands here in reverse. Okay, we have the Judgment card in reverse. Tell me more. Tell me more. Okay. All right. Here's what's happening. You also have the Seven of Swords in reverse and the Ten of Swords upright. I feel like fire signs in the future, you're going to start manifesting, but you're also still going to be getting in your head. There is a really passionate new cycle here that sparks life into you. It gets you really excited again about something. But you're so scared of making a wrong choice or a wrong decision. And I feel like you're putting a lot more weight on this decision than it needs to happen. And I feel like that's something that you may do as a pattern, where you make the decision bigger than it actually is, which causes you to overthink it more or try to like figure everything out. And I'm just getting the sense that you may hit that at the same time as you're manifesting. You're also going to be battling this constantly going back to the pain. Something in your past has been really painful, really tiring, like just a lot of suffering and fears. Something really, they're big fear here that you're battling. And you're scared to make a judgment call here, which is stalling out this thing from really taking off. Although I do see that there's stuff happening, but for it really to be lit on fire, there is that kind of coming through. So I just kind of want to tell you that, fire signs, to be aware of. And just tell me about the Justice card, though. Okay. You have the Seven of Cups and then Seven of Cups in reverse and the Two of Pentacles. So you're finally going to make a decision on something that you've gone back and forth on, but you get clarity. So you're going to make a very important decision here. And then it's going to finally bring balance. Like, it's something that you've gone back and forth on for a while. Tell me more about the Justice card. Yes. See, you're ending a really big cycle here. You've got the World. And this is a big achievement for you. This is something that you're going to actually feel good about in yourself when you finally do restore the balance and make this decision to finally choose your happiness, to finally surrender, to go to allow yourself to be guided by the divine feminine energy for you. Okay? So fire signs, that's my reading. Let's pull you an oracle card before I forget and have to do you in earth signs. So let's see, what is the message that we have here from Spirit for my fire signs going into 2021? What would you like them to know as we head into a new year, a new cycle, 2021, for my fire signs? Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down time in nature. That's beautiful. That's about connecting with your divine feminine energy. That's about connecting to the ultimate divine feminine in our physical realm. Really allowing the flow of nature to come in and bring beauty back in, to restore yourself. This is beautiful. There's this beautiful water coming in from the mountains into this fountain and feeding this gorgeous flower bed that this person is lying in. So just connect with nature when things get hectic, slow down, connect with your divine feminine, and really allow nature and spirit to guide you through this. They have your back. You've got this. You don't have to have it all figured out yourself. So that's my message for you, fire signs. Okay. Earth, you are next. Last but not least. All right. So, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, let's shuffle up the cards. Why are fire signs so darn stubborn, wise mama bear? Oh my goodness. You're welcome, Louisa. I hope that helped. Cultivating to 5D. Take a bath every day in the element of water. Yeah. Water for me is such an activator. It's very restorative, very healing. I mean, it's programmable, right? So you can program your water too before you go into it. Just by blessing it and putting intention into it. Like a stone, I patiently wait. Oh my goodness. All right, Earth signs, thanks for sticking around. Let's see what's in store for you. What does anyone have any like big New Year's plans, you know? Like no one's going out on the town this year, that's for sure. Me personally, I'm just excited to be alone. I know it sounds so morbid, but I've been so busy through the month of December being back with my family and all of that. And now that I'm here, it's just nice to have some alone time to decompress. I feel like I needed a vacation from that. And I mean, it was a great time. I'm so grateful for it. But you know how it is. The holidays get so busy. And I just want to curl up on the couch, eat a lot of food, and pass out. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Earth signs. You are shuffled. Let's go into, we'll shuffle that later. Find out what your overall energy is here for Earth signs. Okay, what's the overall? Oh, okay. I like it, Earth signs. The heart. Look at that. Look at that nest. And look at the boat in there in the distance. All right. The heart. I like it. Oh, I just had it. The home, the center, the throne. It is possible, from an imaginal point of view, to sense the heart as a place. Either we are there within the realm of expansion and compassion, or we have drifted somewhere else. There is no in-between. It is common for us to leave this archetypal center without realizing it, as the world, with its seductive twists and turns, offers us frequent departure. We may even become a stranger to the landscape of the heart, leaving it vacant for long stretches of time. The seat of the heart is often reclaimed by nature, music, dance, and the presence of children or animals. This card encourages us to move past the layers of life's tangles and knots and enter the wild and sacred center of the self. The most precious throne in the galaxy is awaiting your return. This is about expansiveness and knowing and gentle clarity. Interesting. Recall the last time your heart was touched. Soak in every detail you can and feel the heart awaken. There may be a really nice heart awakening happening here, or attention needed for the heart. So let's kind of go in and see, Earth signs, where this is taking us. So what's happened in the past here for my Earth signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Oh, interesting. Okay. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse and the Four of Wands in reverse. Okay. What else has happened in the past? And we have the High Priestess coming up. Present moment. First half of January. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords coming up in reverse. We have the Devil coming up in reverse. Why does Earth signs always get the Devil and the Tower? Okay. But at least it's in reverse. That's a good sign. Ooh, but then it comes in with the Five of Pentacles. tough week here. Trying to get yourself out of something here, earth signs, but unsure of how to do it. Okay, tell me in the future. Okay, we have the Death card in reverse, Scorpio energy. We have the Hanged One. And then we have the Two of Swords. Bottom of the deck, though, is the Three of Cups energy here. So celebration, coming back together, reconciliation, reunion of some sort, potentially. Moving just maybe in general to happier times as your overall energy. Now, let me just kind of look at your spread here. Well, in your future, there is definitely a stall out, not being able to move forward on something. But in your past, it looks like with the Seven of Wands and the Four of Wands in reverse with the High Priestess, it feels to me like someone had to surrender here. Someone had to surrender. There may have been some sort of separation with the Four of Wands, a contract broken, potentially maybe even a relationship ended. Something of that nature, but it happened though because you were listening to your intuition. You were listening to your intuition and you know that it had to be done. In the present moment, you have the Knight of Swords in reverse, the Devil in reverse, and the Five of Pentacles. With the Knight of Swords here in reverse, it's kind of telling me that it's almost like there's a recklessness. Okay, so what I'm picking up is there is a recklessness around abandonment. Like isolation is probably the better word. Like somehow like always isolating yourself or leaving yourself out in the cold. And the good news is that I see that you're trying to untrap yourself from this or remove blocks that keep you stuck here. Someone may have been reckless here, and there may have been someone that gets left out in the cold. Actually, if you're dealing with someone here that has not made you happy, then you may be trying to find a way to get out of that. It looks like in the past that you intuitively kind of maybe surrendered and ended things, but it may still have lingering energy here where someone may be trying to recklessly come in, but you don't want to have anything to do with it, and you may leave them out in the cold. For others of you, this is about just isolating yourself and needing to end that cycle. Now, in the future, we have the Death card in reverse, the Hanged One, and the Swords. Two of Swords. This is just telling me there's a major stall out happening in the future. A major stall out. There's no transformation, there's no movement, but something has to be discovered. And it may be that you're taking the time to really assess and understand something here, but you're feeling stuck. You're feeling stuck and you're feeling like you can't let go of something, like you can't completely detach. So let's take a look. But at the same time, though, there's this energy of the Three of Cups. I think, earth signs, you're really wanting to move towards happier times, but I think you're dealing with a situation that keeps pulling you in, that keeps you in a place that doesn't make you happy. It doesn't bring you that fulfillment. And it could be someone, I am picking up that there may be an energy here for some of you, that it has this reckless nature that you're just really wanting to abandon, to have them out of your life. like to come and go, unpredictable, not dependable. And I feel like you've been listening to your intuition in the past, but it's not completely ending here. And the heart is really wanting you to come back to the true self. I feel like for some of you, you may have, for those of you that this reading is going to resonate with, you may have lost your true self along the way through all of this. And there's a calling here to come back to happier times, to remember who you are. And I think maybe that's why the stall out happens, so that you can reconnect here. But let's see. And because in the future there's just no movement. Of all the cards that you could get, like you literally have all of the, no, I'm just gonna stay right here. I mean, all you need is the Chariot in reverse to show up here, and you're set. Okay, let's just shuffle these up so we can clarify the cards here for my earth signs. Whoa. More, and then we'll get into it. Okay. All right, let's go. Why is the Three of Cups here? It may be that someone's trying to reunite with you. Okay, as I'm saying that. The Three of Pentacles in reverse, and you're not having it. Yeah. It could also, there is no supporting cards here actually that are saying that this is something you want to re-entertain. At least nothing that I'm seeing right now. So this is something that that there may be this, in order for there to be happiness again restored, there has to be a dissolvement of energy of whatever you were working on with someone else, or entertaining with someone else, putting in energy with someone else. Or for some of you, if this is like a job that you had there, you're just not, it's just not fulfilling you anymore. In order for you to be happy, it may be time for a departure. Tell me more about this Three of Cups. The World card in reverse. But again, like something hasn't fully come to a close here, and that's what I'm seeing. And it requires something to come to a fully close in order to have this happier energy come in. So tell me about the Seven of Wands. Tell me about the Seven of Wands in reverse in the past. Okay, Two of Pentacles. You may have been juggling a lot. You may have been going back and forth about something, and you freaking gave up, is what I'm like. You're going back and forth, and like you're just like, I can't do this anymore. Tell me more about the Seven of Wands. Three of Wands in reverse. I think you just realized your ships were not coming in. This was not taking you into the path that you wanted in the past. Tell me about the Four of Wands in reverse. Look at all the wands showing up here. Okay. Something came to an end here. There's a contract had to be broken, or at least you were being guided intuitively to end this, but it was with something that felt like in the beginning it would have had really happy moments, and there would have been a lot of passion or creativity here. But it wouldn't have that any longer. And this could be like someone from your past. But there was a connection here, and it did have a lot of passion. For others of you, if this was a job that you did have some sort of passion for it at one point. It was also, I want to say, what you thought you wanted from like a younger age. But now that you're older and you're like wondering, like, was this really the right choice for me to continue on? Like, maybe it was good for me for a time, but not now. Tell me about this High Priestess. Okay, interesting. We have the Hanged Man coming up again, now on the High Priestess. Tell me more. Knight of Cups. I think that your intuition was speaking to you in the past about taking action towards something that really would fulfill your heart. But in order to do that, you had to pause. You had to stop something, or you had to depart or get a new perspective on all of this that wasn't working out. I think your intuition was trying to give you a new perspective on what it is that your heart really wants or what it is that you dream of that would make you happy, and how to take action on that. That's the direction that Spirit wants you to go. So what's happening here in the present moment here with the Knight of Swords in reverse? What's this Knight of Swords in reverse about? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. You have the Tower and the Eight of Swords. Okay, Earth signs. Some shit's going down for you in the beginning of January. You know that the only way to entrap yourself is to have a Tower moment. And I feel that for some of you, if you haven't made the decision to get yourself out of this, if you were just kind of thinking about this, I feel like the thinking stops, and either some sort of divine orchestration happens to blow stuff up, or you decide to really kind of finally end this. And it's with someone who's reckless, who keeps coming in and out or trying to get your attention. Even though, again, if it's someone, I feel like they're just not, it was overwhelming. It wasn't good. Like I feel like there was separation and there was some sort of ending in some way, shape, or form. But this Knight of Swords in reverse is kind of reckless, but I also feel like it's kind of it brings in the Tower, and it finally like sets you free. If that makes any sense. You may just be like, you may have been, okay, for some of you Earth signs, you may have been just slow and steady going at this, trying to get yourself out of this. And then finally, like, it's almost like, I can't take it anymore. And you just blow things up. And you're the reckless one. You're the reckless one. But it's almost like it had to get to that point because there was like all this back and forth energy. Okay, tell me about the Devil in reverse. Yeah, okay. You are ending something very, very burdenous here. You're looking for healing. You're not wanting to carry the weight of the world on your back anymore. You're not wanting to carry other people's burdens. You're not wanting to be everyone's mule, so to speak, is what I just heard for some of you. And this is what you're getting yourself out of. Tell me more about the Devil in reverse. Ooh, interesting. Well, now here the heart starts to come into it. So you have the Eight of Wands in reverse with the Queen of Cups. I think you know that this is the only way to unblock communication from the heart, in a sense of really starting to allow your heart to guide you. I think you haven't allowed your heart to truly guide you in the past. It's been shut down. And again, I feel like you've lost a part of you along the way. And I feel that eliminating this, like getting rid of, stop carrying all these burdens and getting rid of this dead weight that just slows you down, finally allows you to break free of this entrapment that never allowed you to follow your heart, never allowed the heart to be your guide. When the heart it's definitely trying to speak to you right now. Tell me what the Five of Pentacles is all about. The Two of Swords. Why? Why the Two of Swords? Tell me more. Oh, okay. But that doesn't make sense, though, going into the future. Sorry, I'm talking to myself right now. I'm talking to my guides. Okay. I'm going to read it the way I was told it, although when it looks into the future, though, I don't see how this is coming through. But, so your Five of Pentacles, what you're abandoning is the stagnant energy that keeps you from missing out on opportunities, keeps you in a disappointment place where you just keep missing the blessings that keep trying to come in. You're just not aware of them because you're too trapped in all of this here. And I feel like this is what you're abandoning. This is what you're going to leave out in the cold. At least that's what I was told. But again, that's why I was just kind of talking like, but I don't understand. Like, what's happening here in the future? That doesn't make sense. So let's find out what's the Death card in reverse about. What's the Death card in reverse about? Okay. We have the King of Wands coming up here on the Death card. Oh, and we have the Two of Wands in reverse. Okay. A lot of wands in your reading, Earth signs. You're having a hard time of letting go. There's something awakening in you, Earth signs. There's a determination. It's like there's some confidence coming back in. But what you're not fully letting go of that allows you to really embrace this new direction towards your happiness, and really allowing your heart to guide you there, is that you're still in that Two of Wands energy. You're not able to let go of this idea of like, do I really know what's best for me? Does my heart really know? Can I allow spirit to guide me? Is this the right path? And then kind of doubting it. And not being able to let go of that, even though I am seeing this, there is a building of energy here of confidence and determination to take action towards this happiness of the heart that's guiding you, but that's stalling that out. So tell me what this Hanged Man is about in the future. Okay. The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you've got like a new beginning coming in here, Earth signs, in the future. But, you know, I think what I love about this Hanged One card is that when he's upside down, it's like all of the wisdom and enlightenment that becomes the lotus flower at the top there comes from immersing yourself into the darkness, into the mud. And I feel like that is what's going to really, like, facing that really allows like a new opportunity to come in here with this Ace of Pentacles. There's something here you may be getting a new perspective on too. Let me just clarify one more on this Hangman. You might be getting a new perspective here. Interesting. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. I think you're just getting a new perspective on how you weren't applying yourself. You weren't putting in the effort in the direction of the heart. For others of you, I feel like you're finally getting a perspective on just not wanting to work in the old ways that you used to work. whatever ways that you were trying to do life or work, maybe at a job, or towards even a relationship here, because I do see that might be a possibility here. But there is just overall this need to have this new perspective on the old way wasn't working. The old way isn't going to work, and I can't keep doing things this way. And when you have that new perspective, it opens up a portal here of new prosperity and grounded manifestation energy that allows you to build upon something that's very stable and dependable and long lasting. It has that potential. Tell me why the Two of Swords is here in the present, in the future. Okay. We have the King of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Swords in reverse. So just so you know, Earth signs, this energy that keeps stalling things out is when the heart gets closed down. And it just puts you in, like, you're in mud and you're not going anywhere, like almost like quicksand. And you reach a stalemate here. Why? What brings on this stalemate? Like this, what brings this on? What brings this on? Okay. The Chariot in reverse. What did I say to you guys? If the Chariot in reverse shows up in this oh my gosh. Okay, but here's the thing. The reason what brings this stalemate on is that you're not allowing the divine to guide you. The Chariot is often quick motion forward when it's upright, and it's also very much divinely guided, spirits guiding you. But when you shut down your heart, you reach the stalemate because you're not listening to the intuition, which in the past up here, it looks like you kind of were starting to. So just keep that in mind, Earth signs, that this is something that you're going to have to overcome. It does look like you're starting to move out of it. Something big happens in the first 2 weeks of January that I feel it's almost like a breakthrough for you, even though it feels a little bit reckless. I don't know like what that means. I don't feel like someone gets drastically hurt or something like that, but I just feel it's almost like a fuck it, I just don't care anymore. Like I can't keep it all together. Like I'm just I can't do anything else but just blow shit up kind of thing, you know? It's like not caring what other people think anymore, trying to hold it all together, just letting everything fly. So that's kind of my reading for you. Let's get a oracle card here for Earth signs before we close out. Final message here for my Earth signs going into 2021. What do you want to have them? Ooh. The Golden Children. Inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts is your message here. You know, the child is the symbolism for the heart in many ways. They allow us to tap into that heart energy so quickly. And also bringing yourself back home to that child within you can also remind you of the dreams you had and the happiness that you saw for yourself before life got in the way and started to beat you down and create all these burdens, like that Ten of Wands energy. And I feel like the message here for you is to return back to the inner child, or to return to the playfulness or the open-heartedness of a child. And also there are rare gifts here that come with the activation of the inner child, intuitive gifts. But it seems to me that there's almost like a portal here that is opening for you through the heart, and it's trying to guide you. It's trying to guide you through to another world, a world where there is happiness for you, or signs in a way that you haven't experienced lately. It's trying to guide you there. But it requires yes, to blow some shit up, I think, to be quite honest. And I'm getting the sense that you're someone who's had it together all the time. That's very much like an earth sign, like everything's kind of orderly together. We're stable. We take our time. We don't rush. And I feel like you're going to go in the opposite direction of that over the first 2 weeks of January. But it's going to be good for you. It's going to be good for you. Okay, so earth signs. That's my reading for you. How is everyone? Be blooming. Hi, sweetie. Thank you. I hope the reading resonated. Let's see here. Cool oracle card. Yeah. Well, guys, I feel like I may have a message for you on New Year's Day. I may do a live on New Year's Day. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna take that alone time tomorrow and just be with myself. But I feel like there's a message coming in for the new year. So I'm gonna sit with it and see what happens. But I love you guys so much. If you need your own reading, links to book are in the description below. But guys, love you so much. All right, have a wonderful rest of the week. Have a happy new year. I hope that the new year brings blessings to you all and your family. And let's get on board for a magnificent 2021. I think it's gonna be a wild ride. I think we need to hang on to our hats. I don't think what we're seeing play out is going to be finishing anytime soon. Prepare for this to go into almost the springtime. And yeah, let's allow the truth to really come forward. Let's all work on bringing that truth forward. All right, guys, love you so much, and see you in